Hello, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing what they secretly want to tell you for all of my Aquarius out there. So let's get after it. Okay. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. 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 Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. What do they secretly want to tell all of my Aquarius? What do they secretly want to tell all of my Aquariuses out there? What do they secretly want to tell all of my Aquariuses out there? Yeah. That feels good. Whoa. Wow, this is interesting indeed. So, they want to let you know that they are stone cold in love with you. Ace of Cups. Deep, deep love, actually. And obviously there was a sudden upheaval, sudden event that happened here. Whereas though it kind of threw things on his axis. They thought things were going one way. In actuality, they were going another. You know, they looked at you as a safe harbor, okay? You know, their life was kind of choppy all over the place, and being with you kind of gave them a sense of calmness and serenity, kind of making things go in a really smooth, calm trajectory there. But this led with, you know, whatever kind of craziness happened between you guys, at some point they tried to give you their cup of love, and you were like, nah, I'm not interested. Nah, thanks, but no thanks. Okay? Now, you do make them happy. They do want to be happy, and they believe that this happiness would definitely extend to being with you. Okay? With that being the case, though, you also got the Moon card here. So there was some real deceptive stuff that happened that kind of shook things up. Let me get some clarification on this Moon card here. Why is this Moon card here? Give me some clarification on this Moon card here. Give me some clarification on this Moon card. Why is this Moon card here? Okay. Okay. I got you. Well, things came full circle for them. Okay? The World card. There was a beginning, you know, a beginning, a middle, and an end. And, you know, at least from your perspective is, you know, things just didn't work out. Okay? With the situation. And they're holding out hope here. They have a lot of spiritual strength, a lot of hope that things are going to turn around and change in their favor. But it doesn't really look like it's going to be headed in that direction there. So with that being said here, let's turn around and let's see what potential blockages are you guys dealing with? What potential blockages are you guys dealing with? What potential blockages are you guys dealing with? What potential blockages are you guys potentially dealing with here? What potential blockages are you guys dealing with here? What potential blockages are you guys dealing with here? What potential blockages are you guys dealing with here? Makes sense. So, soul searching, self-reflecting. After soul searching and doing some self-reflection, you've come to the realization that there isn't anything there. There really isn't enough connectiveness there that kind of hold this thing together here. So there's that. There's also the aspect here, the Four of Cups energy here, is that you know, they offer you their cup of love, and you were like, no thanks, but no thanks. So there is that as well. Is that they kind of like, you know, they kind of once, you know, you kind of rejected their advances here. Okay, they were coming on strong now. The Knight of Wands. They were coming on really strong, hot and heavy, moving very quickly, moving towards their passions here. Being you. And that was the blockage. They were coming on just a little bit too strong, a little bit too often here. Also, we have this aspect of generosity and courteousness as well. Okay, so making wise choices when it comes to being generous and courteous here. They weren't exactly, the most generous and courteous individual, and they were moving very rapidly towards their passions, which is you. In conjunction here, we got the Three of Wands, which means you're waiting for something else. You're waiting for something better to come over that horizon there, and that just didn't turn out to be them. Okay, so there's that. In addition, here we have the Three of Pentacles, which represents a situation in which you work with the individual. I'm getting the impression here, the feeling that you work with this individual. There's a work situation that is going on here. Okay? And like I said, in some cases, there are situations where there are specific rules and regulations put in place where as though you're not really allowed to date people that you're working with. That may be one of these such situations, not to mention the fact I'm also feeling as though there's not really a real connection here. Finally, we have Ace of Wands, which means the sex, sexual energy, sexual creativity, sexual attraction here. This is a blockage. There's a lack of that. You're not really feeling this person at all. There's a real lack of sexual chemistry here. So that is a big problem. There's a real lack of sexual chemistry here that you have with this individual that's causing things to be kind of problematic, if you will. So with that being said here, let's see what additional information Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down here. What additional information Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down here? What additional information Spirit want to get before I shut this thing down here? What additional information Spirit want to get before I shut this thing down here? What additional information? Gotcha. So the first thing is there's a shift taking place. A shift taking place within you. So this shift has a lot to do with the way that you see things, your perspective on things, if you will. Okay? The way you feel, the way you look at things, the way that you come off, the type of relationship that you're looking for in general. That's beginning to shift. In other words, there's a maturity that's taking place. Here. Okay? And so maybe this may have been the type of person you may have dated, back in the past. But unfortunately for them, this, in the beginning, I got the feeling as though it maybe, they kind of caught you like right mid shift. In other words, so as you were beginning to mature and look at things differently, you kind of invited them in. But as fate would have it, as things start kind of churning a little bit, you kind of like, you know what? I'm looking for something a little different, something a little bit more. This is a little bit beneath me at this point, all right? And that's what happened. Beneath you is the wrong word. Beneath you is the wrong word. That's the wrong word. I've grown beyond this. You grew beyond that situation. No, because no one's beneath anybody. So you grew beyond the situation. So that's what the situation is. In addition, we have more patterns here. There are certain patterns of behavior that you felt as though were immature, that were unflattering, that were unsavory. And like I said, maybe when you were younger, it definitely was something that you probably would have entertained. But as you've gotten older, your tastes have gotten a lot more sophisticated. And like I said, they kind of caught you mid-shift. So the patterns of behavior you were beginning to see were beginning to kind of become like a turn-off. You were becoming turned off by their behavior and their antics. And finally, dependability here. You want to be with somebody that you're going to be able to depend on in good times and in bad times, so that you can build something of quality together, something that has structure, something that has some legs to it that can move from point A to point B. And you just didn't see that with this particular person. All right. And so with that being said, I'm just going to shut this thing down now because there's not much else to say. So this is a general love reading. It may not resonate with everyone. If it does resonate with you, however, and you want to know something more about this particular situation, the link will be below. If this did not resonate with you and you want to know more about your particular situation, again, the link will be below. Make sure you get a personal reading. And as always, if you haven't already, please like, please share, and absolutely subscribe. I love you guys. My name is Adonis, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.